Hello, Professor. My name is Jared Gonzalez. For Project 3, today I will be talking about population growth and housing trends in the city of Allen Park, Michigan. Allen Park is a city located in Wayne County. The city is known for its tree-lined streets, brick houses, and the Fairlane Green Center shopping center that opened in 2006, or better known as The Hill. If you're from around here, that's what we call it, The Hill. Um, Allen Park was first incorporated as a village in 1927. Then later on, they pronounced it as a city in 1957. The city was named after Lewis Allen, a lawyer and lumberman whose 276 acres of land that are now what is the city of Allen Park. And then here we have the graph, and then we can see the graph of the city population from its beginning to what the population is estimated to be in the next few decades. We can see a trend of the population starting to go down from 1970 until now. It is estimated that the population is to go down within the next few decades, which is what the researchers from SEMCOG have estimated it to be. The data from 1960 prior and the years prior are from when Allen Park was just a village. So that's why I only focused on the years from 1970 and up. And then also just between 2021 and 2022, the population dropped from 28.4 thousand to 27.3 thousand. And then Island Park is home to 28,000 people, of which those 98% of those people are US citizens. And then in this slide, we can notice that there's a graph showing housing trends. And then we notice that the housing trends from 2010 to 2022, they go down and then they vary. So the US Census Bureau recorded 9,899 homes that were owner occupied. And in 2022, the American Community Survey recorded 10,219 homes that were owner occupied. And then the next section that we have is renter occupied. The census recorded 1,681 homes in 2010, and the ACS, which is the American Community Survey, they recorded 1,635 renter home occupied in 2022. The number of vacant homes in 2010 was 37, and the number of vacant homes in 2022 was 60. In this section, we can see that the population is clearly going down. And then the section right here is seasonal and migrant numbers. The seasonal slash migrant numbers were lower in 2010 with 37, and then compared to 2022 with 60. And then the last section we have here is other vacant units in 2010. And then we have other vacant units in 2010 were higher with 589 units. And in 2022, there were only 520 other vacant units. In the next slide, we'll be able to see, I have a pie chart that we can see and we can have a better understanding of how 2010 and 2022 compared to each other. Here is the pie chart that I was talking about. We have two of them. One of them is from the census and one of them is from the ACS in 2022 or 2022, sorry. Yeah, so we can see the percentage of vacant homes stayed the same between 2010 and 2022. Now we have rental occupied homes with the two graphs. We can see that the percentage of rental homes went down by 1%. And then in the last slide, we can see that the numbers in 2010 were 1,681, and in 2022 the rental home numbers were 1,635. The difference between the two is only a total of 46. This explains the percentage, the 1% change between 2010 and 2022. And then we have the largest amount, which is the owner occupied homes. In 2010, the total of owner occupied homes was 9,899. And the number in 2022 was 10,219. In the graph, we can see that the percentage is obviously higher in 2022. Well, it's only 1%, but the difference between those two is 320, which we saw in the last graph. It tells us the difference between the two. And then this just basically gives us a better idea and an understanding of the percentage change and the differences between both 2010 and 2022. And then this is a graph of housing values. The one to the left, sorry. The first one with the blue bars. It shows that the values of homes in the 2022, in the year of 2022, we can see that homes were quite expensive, obviously. Surprisingly, there was a number of homes that were under 20 grand. The number of those homes was just under 100, which was 97 homes under 20 grand. There's a huge jump from homes that were valued at 40 grand to 150 grand. The number of those homes that were priced at 150 grand and up comes out to a total of 6,649 homes that were either 150 grand or more expensive. So those homes are just basically from the largest graph and up. So from 150 grand to 174 grand, 100 grand, all the way up to 1 million and higher. And then we have this last graph. And then we can see in this graph, the researchers from the ACS estimated the mean of the housing value to be just above or just at 1,904,456, and in 2022 they estimated it to be less than 165,600. This means that the mean went down by $28,856. Although the mean for the housing value went down, the gross rent median went up from $1,111 to $1,155 in 2022. And then here I have my sources. I use two separate sources outside of the SEMCOG graphs and yeah, this is where I got most of my data from. So yep. And then here are the reflective questions. So what was the most difficult part of completing this project? I think finding like actual data that is quite how can I say, like accurate, if you can say, if you know what I mean. Like there's websites that usually, like Wikipedia is not known not to be accurate, so I tried to stay away from that and stuff. And then what aspects of completing this project were challenging compared to projects 1 and 2? Again, I think the collecting the data for sure. And then I feel like the other ones were a little more straightforward, and I feel like this one you needed to actually just before even starting, you had to take time to research, like actually research, and um, structure your presentation. I think was an aspect different from those project one and project two. Yep. And then that's the final. That's the final of my presentation. I want to say thank you, Professor. I hope you have a good rest of your week. And yep, have a good week.